Welcome into another edition of the Union Football Coaches Show. I'm Rick Corey, and the Union head coach Kirk Frederick here with me. And boy, it was nice to go home and a crowd too, huh?
We had an outstanding atmosphere for a football game. I absolutely love coaching football games at Union Tuttle Stadium. I mean, without a doubt, it's a really special place. We visited last week. It's the 100 years of our school, and so there's a lot of sentimental things that people look at and think about big games there. We had another big one, came up a little bit short, but I want to say thanks to our administration for just the way that the amount of work they put into a game, the organization, those things. Emily Barkley and her staff just do an incredible job, and then support groups. I mean, getting the stadium ready, all those things, and of course then the spirit groups and all the student-led things that take place. It's a really neat thing for high school football.
Yeah, it's really unusual to be a student and not be involved on game night. And sitting here at the stadium, no more than about a mile as the crow flies from where it all started 100 years ago. Well, let's take a look at the first half stats, or actually the game stats for Union and Broken Arrow. Coach mentioned a difficult night, but it was a defensive night, wasn't it?
It was. It really, you can find games within the games and not trying to apologize at all for the way it is, or come up with an excuse for the way the game was. We lost the football game. Broken Arrow did a great job with that, but I thought defensively we showed a lot of increased effort. I thought that we showed a lot of improvement in the way that we played with a lot of energy on the defensive side of the ball. Unfortunately for the Redskins, they played with a lot of it as well. So you look at the stats and you'll see that we had a couple of big plays, big chunk plays that we weren't able to capitalize on, and they were able to do that. So you see a difference in the stats. But if you were to watch the game, you'd see a frustrating night, I think, on both sides with the offensive units, and definitely for us. And hopefully between the first game and the second game, maybe we can put the team together and play good on offense and defense.
Yeah, in a game like that too, it can be that one or two plays that changes the whole nature, can't it?
It really can. And when you're talking about the number one team in the state, and you're trying to knock those guys off, you feel like you're in the same conversation with that type of team. It's going to be very close, and I think it was a really good close football game. One thing that I was very proud of was our punting game. That Stephon Forbes has just did an outstanding job. I think he punted almost 39-yard average and did an outstanding job. We won the punt. We got some big yardage in that realm, and I was very proud of the way that he performed in that punt unit.
And as a matter of fact, he's your special teams player of the week.
He is. Stephon has just done a great job for us. He's obviously handling both duties this year with kickoffs and field goals, and there's nobody that works harder at it than he does, and very proud of the performance he had.
You mentioned defensively, and you've got a veteran as your defensive player of the week, Mason Gibbons, but I think he's going to be in that conversation all year.
Yeah, Mason had a great game, and if you look close at the game, obviously they've got a very good offensive line led by the OU commit, Andrew Rame, and we felt like we needed to match up guy for guy, and I was really proud of the way Mason played. Showed up some in the stats, but also I felt like he was very disruptive in what Broken Arrow was trying to do, and gave us a big advantage there.
Yeah, a lot of times those guys get double teamed and they allow somebody else to make a play. And then speaking of veterans, Skylar Pearson on the offensive side, what else do you say? Right?
Yeah, there's not a lot to brag about with our offense and the way things turned out, but one guy that is consistently consistent is Skylar Pearson. His leadership, the way he battles, and it's interesting. You look in the eyes of guys when things aren't going well, and you get a 3 and out, and then maybe the next one's another 3 and out. You start looking at leadership, and Kyler continued to do that. Had a really nice play that got some good yardage out of, and very proud of the way Kyler played and the leadership that he has.
And it's not going to get a lot easier. You've got Jinx coming in this week, and as you mentioned, having it here at Union Tuttle Stadium right before they tear it down, it's kind of a special deal having them here, isn't it?
It is. It's a fun thing to have the Backyard Bowl, have these two big games, and looking in the summer at, hey, we've got two back-to-back big-time games coming in. Again, it's a special deal. I'm excited for our seniors and our community to have a chance to celebrate it.
All right, so before we do that, though, let's get on to this one. We'll get the first half highlights when we come back of Union and Broken Arrow.
For more than 50 years, Central States Orthopedics and Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center have been the area's leading orthopedic and sports medicine providers. And now, we've joined forces as Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. One name, one focus. Excellent orthopedic and sports medicine care. Together, we serve as the team physicians for almost every high school and university in the region. We are the area's leading expert for work-related injuries, and our surgical hospital is the only 5-star rated hospital in Tulsa. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Come see why we're better together.
Hey Union students, show off your Union spirit by wearing Union gear, only available at the UWear store. The UWear store has athletic gear, clothing, and other merchandise so that you and your friends can look stylish while repping the U. The UWear store has the best quality items and is partnered up with major brands such as Nike, Under Armour, and even Champion. For a limited time, Union High School students who present their ID at checkout will receive 10% off all items. So stop by the UWear store today and reward yourself with some awesome gear.
Welcome back for the Union Football Coaches Show. Kirk Frederick, the head coach. I'm Rick Coy. Let's get right into the first half highlights of Union and Broken Arrow. By the way, love the new unis there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Pretty cool deal. Excited to come out. Kids had a little bit of a costume change, I guess, and got to show off the new red helmets. Real excited about that. Our kids are obviously proud of their school, and pretty cool deal. Get the dark gray and red helmets. Try to get the defense to run side to side a little bit early on, and Broken Arrow pursues really well. Get AJ out there for a few yards, and then try to get the ball down the field. Fortunately or unfortunately, they covered up well, and they do a good job on the quarterback scramble, so we've got to punt the ball. Talked about Stephon. Gets the ball off under pressure and gets it down at midfield for our defense to have a shot at them. Mason Givens right there, you can see on the first play, creates a lot of penetration, makes a really nice stop there. Come inside there, guys coming down, Junior Smith from safety, fitting the run. You see Mason again. There's Gabe Ford. Gabe Ford was a sophomore linebacker with his first start. Had about 13 tackles, really proud of Gabe. And he got in and started because Michael Walker right here, you can see the end zone shot. Michael Walker at nose guard moved from linebacker to nose guard. Really proud of Micah coming in and really had a lot of big plays in this football game.
He has a little step of quickness, doesn't he?
He absolutely does. They try to take a shot down deep. Marcellus does a good job hip to hip with the receiver down the field. Really proud of Marcellus. And then right there, Micah comes in with a strip fumble on a 4th down play. Strip fumbles don't happen very often, and you can score a lot of productivity points right there. Michael Walker coming off the edge, gets the strip fumble there, and also recovers it. Heck of a job, exciting thing for our defense. Get the edge block, great block there on the outside by Josh. Frederick does a really nice job getting the edge to it. We come back here, try to get the ball inside, trying to get a little bit of push. Broken Arrow did a really good job up front against our offensive line. We did a decent job, but didn't get the push that we needed to get. Unable to get the ball off, and so now we've got a punt. There's Stephon again. Excellent job kicking the ball down the field. Good coverage there by Jaden Rowe, and defense back to work. They come back trying to run the ball inside, and you just see a lot of effort out of our defense getting around the football. Very proud of those guys. They come back, take a shot over the top. You can see that they're able to get a little bit of separation from us, and we've got to do a little bit better job, but hats off to them. They did a nice job of making a play.
Good pursuit here.
Good pursuit on the outside. Jaden does a nice job. Guys inside doing a really good job pursuing and get them in a holding call. And so we've got a chance to get some field position, some changes there. Really nice job inside there by Peoples. You can see right there Josh Peoples playing the B gap as a defensive lineman, gets a little stun on the inside. Josh Frederick from the outside, and Jake Rogers. It's a lot of fun. You see a lot of guys been playing football together for a long time. Caleb Kalo in there as well. Excellent stop for our defense. Come back in, misfit just a little bit. How about Marley Forsberg? Marley moved from tight end to defensive end and able to make a nice impact on the game. Really good job there by Kyler, fielding the ball. Starting the ball down on the 10-yard line. The offense has got to try to get it moving the other direction for us. Come back here just off the fingertips there. Really nice throw by JD. And, just one play here or there, a slant pass caught here or there, I think may change a little bit of the complexion of the first half.
Right back to those good punts, and his
Out-
hang time is such good.
Oh,
return time.
doing a great job at the hang time, outstanding job, and the good and bad of having a good punting stat, right? That you've got plenty of chances to get those punts off, but we probably wouldn't have survived without Stephon doing that. Excellent hit inside there. Love the angle here. Junior Smith right there getting the coverage check, fitting down in the hole, and just an outstanding job. Keep your head up just a little bit there, Junior. But what an outstanding job with the tackle. Come right back. Junior's in there again. Safeties have got to fit. They got to come down and fit well. Broken Arrow's attack. They're going to put a lot of bodies in gaps, and I've got to do a good job. We get good pressure down the field. Really proud of Jaden. Jaden does a good job of completing with coverage down the field when they try to take a shot. And young sophomore corner did a really good job. There's a big play by Mason. Mason with a great play. You can see from the defensive end position, playing off the block, makes a great tackle. Of course, Jake Rogers is in there, Gabe. A lot of those guys in there making a big stop for us. They're going to punt the ball away. Had pretty good pressure there by AJ, just, inches away from a block punt. Here we are back on offense, but we just can't get out of this hole. We keep starting it off at the 10-yard line. Maybe a yard or two, and we get behind them, and it's one of those things that you just kind of wish you had one throw better or one situation there. Run a screen play into an overload defense, didn't quite work as well, and here we are again getting caught underneath and having to send the special teams unit back out.
This is when you really have to have your punter.
There's no doubt about it. Trying to get the ball out to midfield. Vontae gets down the field, does a nice job. Senior running back playing on special teams. There's Gabe again with a nice tackle. Trying to fit the ball inside, and our guys are just playing really stingy defense, doing what they can. Excellent job on the outside there. Jake Rogers and company coming in, making a nice stop. Love the play to the outside. They try to get the pin and pull, and Josh holds the edge up there, and a lot of guys come in and make a big stop. There's Micah again. Lots of big-time plays. You can see right here, if you watch inside in the A-gap, great job here by Mason. Fights off the double team. Just makes a huge play there with Mason and Micah and those guys coming in making a nice play.
Good pressure.
Outstanding job here. They go right back to it, and Michael Walker coming off the edge. Does a really good job reducing that shoulder, getting to the edge. Great job. Coach Washington's been working really hard with our linebackers playing on that edge there like Micah, and you can tell that technique is working and doing a great job.
It was a Von Miller move.
Yeah, really nice. Offense got the ball. We come back here on the 20 and try to get the ball outside just a little bit. AJ makes a nice job, get a good block on the edge there by Desmond, and try to get back, just trying to find something, and you got to give credit to their defense. They're playing some swarming defense, doing a good job up front, getting pressure on the quarterback, and just not a lot of guys open, and we've got to, obviously go back to the drawing board and get a few things done offensively. Kicking the ball away again, and we're back down. A little bit of the field flipped, had a couple of positive plays there. And so defensively, come back in, try to get a big stop here, and again, trying to get the ball back to our offense before the half. Really nice job, Jake Rogers and those guys. I think Marcellus came in the corner position and fit really well inside. Really proud of our guys in the way that they played against the run.
It's an old-fashioned NFL Central
It
Division
is.
game.
It's going back and forth. Just who can punt the ball on the other end of the field is where we're at right now. Get the ball out to the outside. Really, really proud of the edge there. We just got to string a couple of plays together. try to take a shot down the field. They cover it up well. Out there to Lipsy. Got to stay on our blocks a little bit longer there, so the quarterback has a chance to keep his eyes down the field. Kind of try to throw a little bit of a Hail Mary here right before the half, and just kind of see if somebody will come down with it. About 2 seconds left in the half, just kind of throw it up, and they play good defense on it, and we go into the half at 0-0.
Well, and obviously, as you said, very difficult first half game for both offenses, but you did see opportunities, didn't you?
We did. We saw some opportunities. I was really proud that, when one side of the ball is struggling, the other team has to pick it up. We saw that in week 1 with Lake Ridge. The offense was doing very well, defense was struggling, and we're just kind of, hey, we got your back type situation, and go into halftime and try to regroup and see if we can't put some points on the board.
All right, so we'll see what the second half looks like when we come back. It'll be second half, Broken Arrow Union, right here at Union Tuttle Stadium.
My dad's always saying a little extra effort now will really pay off later. Here's how you can put in just a little extra effort and help out our schools in a big way. Just switch your checking account to TTCU. It's easy. You get $150 just for switching. And every time you use your school pride card, TTCU donates to our schools. So far, over $1 million. They're the only ones doing that. So make the switch to TTCU and be the person who's making a difference for our schools.
Are you out of high school and looking for a career? At Tulsa Tech, you can explore exciting opportunities in IT, aviation, automotive, manufacturing, visual arts, and more. And Tulsa Tech offers a tuition-free scholarship for adults 18 to 23 years old. That's what I said, free. It's called the Accelerating Independence Scholarship. It's like fast-tracking into a career you love, can make money in, and a career with a future. Find out more about Tulsa Tech's Accelerating Independence Scholarship at tulsatech.edu.
Welcome back. We've got the second half highlights coming up right now here on the Union Football Coaches Show. Rick Corey and head coach Kirk Frederick. So what was the halftime speech?
Well, for us, obviously, we tried to be a little bit motivated with the team of having a chance to respond with it being 0-0. And we felt like somebody was going to break the game open. We told our defense, hey, they're going to come out and try to take a shot early. Obviously, they did, and just catch us off guard. We rotated coverage and lost our eyes, and those are some things with the young secondary we've got to fit, but credit them. They made a big statement early on in the game. How do you respond? You respond by special teams. Kyler Pearson, this kickoff return unit, do a really nice job. We just missed one block away. You can see here what a great double team, point of attack, good block there by AJ, and we're just off by one. The dead gum kicker came in and knocked us out, or we'd probably get a touchdown out of the deal. Have a misfire there. We had a lot of situations on first down. Too many negative plays on first down with procedure penalties and those things. Just put us behind the chains most of the game, and it's kind of hard to operate your offense when you're behind the chains most of the time, and very difficult. So again, same song, different verse. We're punting the ball away. Defense, time to step up after you get a touchdown. Let's see what we're made of here. 7-0, and we've got to come back and try to make something happen. Again, a little bit of a coverage deal. We knew that we've had a weakness. We're having to grow through that, but fortunately we get them down, and it's not a huge touchdown play, just a chunk play.
And then come right back and stuff the run.
Come right back here. What a great movement by Micah. Good quickness. Just does a great job, and excellent tackle, by the way. You can tell he's kind of a former linebacker there in the way that he brought down the running back. Got to get back here. They do a double move on us. Good job by them, and caught us peeking just a little bit, and they get the ball down here on the 2-yard line against a power team. Our guys step up on play one, and play two, they're able to push it in. You can see it here, and everybody pay attention, because this will be the only action of the ball being in the end zone for the rest of the game, for the whole night. And unfortunately, it's touchdown number 2. They all happen within just a short block of time within the football game. Excellent kicker, kicks it out of the end zone. We come back and we get young sophomore Rovon Banks start the series out a little bit of a wildcat, get something positive. Looking for something to happen here. Really good job blocking up front. AJ sees a hole. Nice little play there by AJ. can see here, great job there. You got Alex Slaughter with a good block at the point of attack. Excellent job. Like how A.J. Green gets vertical, gets it in the hole, and gets some positive yards. Come back here, try to get to the edge, get outside. A.J. again with a nice run, get something positive coming out of the drive. Try to take a play action shot. They sniffed it out pretty good and had some good coverage on it, so we have to eat it. Junior Smith comes in, picks up a few yards. Young sophomore driving his legs, getting positive yards. Miss a block on the edge there, but again, Junior just kind of outruns it to the edge, and feel like we've got a good drive going. We're down by 14. Come in, hit the wheel route to the tailback, and man, that's a tough one to swallow. You take off running before you catch the ball, and positive thing, you look at AJ the very next play, the mental resolve, coming back and getting a big positive gain after the fact.
You got a good drive going here.
Really good drive going. We get Pearson out there on the edge, does a good job. We're running through a few arm tackles, good block to the outside there by Lipsy. Just really some good things going on stepping in here. They cover the route pretty well on the inside with the plus move. Come back on 4th down, and we've just got to have sure hands in those situations in a big time game. They get the ball back deep, and we head into the 4th quarter, and the defense again, we're going to continue to try to battle, try to get the ball back and do those things. You get some good movement up front. You see Gabe come in and take on the puller, and then safeties come in and clean up the play. Right back inside again. Good job there with the front. Doing a really good job. Again, defense is battling pretty well. They try to bounce the ball out. Kalo's out there to make the play stop right there. You got Peoples in there. Got good pressure coming in on the quarterback and good coverage down the field. Junior on the tight end does a really nice job. A few times just had a chance to get a couple of these blocked. Good pressure on the punter, and KP, I'm telling you, what a danger he is as a return guy. Excellent job. The punt return guys do a good job picking up a few blocks. Here or there you see Jake being smart, not blocking in the back, and get the ball on this end of the field. I think probably for the first time in the game we've had a starting point of it being on that side of the field. Try to get a reverse in, try to pick up a few yards there. KP, but there's another one. Really nice, I think a 21-yard run. Again, getting the ball down to the 20. Come back, try to get the ball outside, and just off the fingertips here on a quick screen to the outside. Go back with an empty formation. Nice throw and catch to KP. Getting it up there, trying to get to the first down. Come back and spit it out again. We just missed the block to the outside there, or we probably pick up a few more yards. They do a good job of slipping off a block. We've got to do a better job in the offensive line of staying on those blocks so we can get those positive yards. Got the ball in the red zone, need to make it happen, and unfortunately we just don't execute. We get down here in the red zone and unfortunately just can't get a play made to get it into the end zone. It's kind of one of those woulda, shouldas, but no discredit to Broken Arrow. They played outstandingly defensively. Defensively, we come back in. They're trying to run the ball, trying to get the clock to run down. Great job there by Mason. Guys are battling, fitting. If we can just get them to punt, get the ball back, try to make something happen type situation.
Yeah, keep them on this end.
Really proud of our guys, how they played up front. I just thought they did an outstanding job. Here they are with Mason again from the defensive end position. Does a really good job with that scheme. Tough part about it is being able to just create some penetration, and then does a good job with his hands, getting off the block and making them play.
Being held the whole time, by the way. We won't mention that.
It happens every play.
Yes, it does.
Misfit a gap, but fortunately for us, we're able to step in with the linebackers who force a fumble, and they aren't able to get at that time. You see Jaden Rowe coming in from the corner position. Anytime the corners are making plays in the box, you know that the offense has put about everybody on their team in a team picture there to hand the ball off, just trying to grind out some plays. And our guys are trying to strip the ball a little bit so it allows them to get some extra yardage. But we're able to force them to punt, and it's one of those deals. Down 2 scores, we're going to have to go pretty quick and try to make something happen. If we can get 1 score out of it, we might make it interesting with an onside kick or something that way. And they do a great job just kind of sailing underneath the out route and pick up the second interception on the night.
Yeah, they're just going to take their time.
Taking their time. Our guys obviously playing with a lot of pride right now. Defensively, one of the things that we talk about is not giving up any fourth quarter touchdowns. No matter what the situation is in a game, if you don't give up a fourth quarter touchdown, you got a chance to win. And very proud of our guys for stepping up there in that game.
You certainly don't like the score, but what you like is you do see things that you know are correctable, and you see flashes of, as teams grow during the season, you see the places where they've got really chances to do that.
Well, we hope so. We hope that there's situations that we saw improvement from the week before. You just can't improve every possible situation. You try, but if we can say this week we improved something from the week before, and then the next week, by the time you start playing through your district games, you'll get some of those things fixed.
All right, so Game 3, the Backyard Bowl. We'll come back and we'll take a look at some of our up close and personal, and we'll get into that, Jinx and Union. That's going to be next here on the Union Football Coaches Show.
At Classic Chevrolet, we are 30 years strong, and we proudly support all Union athletes and their parents.
30 years of treating you right the first time with excellent customer service.
Affordable financing and an award-winning service department.
Show us your school spirit. Tag us at Classic Chevy Owasso on Facebook, showing off your Union pride. And we don't want to just sell you a car. We want to help you buy a car.
Classic Chevrolet in Owasso. Visit us online at ClassicChevrolet.net.
Union fans, stay connected with your favorite team all year long with the official app of the Union Redskins. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, the Union Redskins athletic app will keep you up to date with all things Union. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, as well as live broadcasts are just a touch away. The official app of the Union Redskins. You can download it today for free in the App Store and Google Play.
Back again on the Union Football Coaches Show. Rick Corey and the head coach, Kirk Frederick. Let's get right to our up close and personal. We want to say thanks to David Fisher for these great shots here.
Really like seeing the game in pictures. It's a lot of fun. You start to catch some things maybe you didn't see during the game, and love the helmets. We talked about those. That was a lot of fun. Gabe Ford, we talked about him, 55, young sophomore. Excited to see how he improves. Of course, you've got a couple other guys in the photo there. Michael Walker. There's Micah again for the nose guard spot with Peoples, and you got all 3 linemen in there. Givens, you got Peoples, and you got Michael Walker. 2 juniors, 2 seniors. J.D. Geneva, Josh Frederick in there. Then you got Sia Dorn, A.J. Green. Pretty cool shot there of some action there. There's Micah on the big hit that he had on the tailback. You got Kalo in there. In the background, you got secondary run support. Love seeing Marcellus get in there ready in case that ball spits out. Here we are with A.J. Green. Got a good block in the background there by Trent DeSmith playing some tight end. Love seeing the big hogs, the offensive line. A lot of fun in there. Gabe Cantu, Sunday Ola, and Jake Henry in there with the O-line. That left side anchoring it down. Got a Nike versus Adidas in this picture here. Great shot of KP. Doing a really good job carrying the football.
Great concentration.
Love this. Love how we're reading the RPO there. Good job there by JD. Good job on exchanges and handoffs there with AJ. Josh Peoples in there, and I think that's Torrey as well in there. Torrey Thrower at nose guard came in, made a nice play. Josh cleaning it up. Really good job. Proud of those 2 seniors.
And if you like those and you'd like to see more, DCFisherPhotos.com is where you can find more of those pictures. Hey, what else do you need to say? Union Jinx, you ready for this?
Backyard Bowl, let's go.
Let's go get it. We'll come to you next week after that game right here on the Union Football Coaches Show.